Okay, here is my next haul video, and based on how the first one went, I might be able to get all of the books in on this one here. Now I'm going to start right away. This is Chocolate Cream Pie Murder, and I'm using my notes, so forgive me for looking down so frequently. This is Chocolate Cream Pie Murder by Joanne Fluke, which comes out February 26th. I want to tell you about this. This is a cozy mystery series. It's a long-running series. I believe there's over 20 titles, maybe closer to 25. I'm getting them from Kensington Books as they come out, but I'm not going to read them until I get through another cozy mystery series, which is the Lucy Stone series, and then I'm going to start this from the first book. Okay, my next book is Lady Notorious by Theresa Romain, which comes out on February 26th. This is a historical romance, actually. I have another historical romance by Ella Quinn, which is Believe in Me, which also comes out on February 26th. And I believe I read a couple Ella Quinn books in September, so I look forward to reading that. My next two books are mysteries, and the first one is Dead of Winter by Annalise, and that comes out February 26th. And then I got Cherry, Scones, and Broken Bones by Darci, which doesn't come out until June 8th. Then there is Duchess by Deception by Marie Force, which is going to be out on the 29th, which is very, very soon. Let's see. I mentioned that I have Duchess by Deception by Marie Force. Now, that's for a blog tour. It comes out on the 29th, so I'm not sure which day this will go up on my channel. By the way, everything that I am doing in any and all of these videos is always 100% on my blog. It's not all on my channel because I have read dozens and dozens, literally dozens of books that I have not reviewed on my channel. So every title you see me refer to in these videos, if you check my blog, they're going to eventually get reviewed. Then we have A Lord Apart by Jane Ashford. It's another historical romance, which looks like I have a few of those this time around. This will be out March 26th. Then I have All the Broken People by Amy Rivers, which will be out March 6th. That's a mystery. Let's see. I'm going to move on to Girl Gone Missing by Marcie Rendon, which won't be out until May 14th. It's a psychological thriller. Then I have A Veil Removed by Michelle Cox, which is a mystery, which A Veil Removed comes out April 30th. Then I got The Last Year of the War by Susan Meissner, which will be out March 19th, and that's a women's fiction. I don't read too many women's fiction, but I see I've got at least two this time around. Then I have My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing, which will be out on March 26th, and it's a psychological thriller. Then I have a very unusual title, The Care and Feeding of Ravenously Hungry Girls by Anissa Gray. That is also women's fiction, and that will be out February 19th. Then I have a book called The Farm by Joanne Ramos. That will be out on May 7th. It's a women's fiction, and I'll let you know right now that I've already read and reviewed this book. The review is on NetGalley, and it's also on Goodreads. Since the book comes out on May 7th, I'm not going to put it on my blog at least until April 15th, maybe just a little bit later. Then we have Finding Grace by K.L. Slater, which is a psychological thriller that comes out on February 14th. Then we have A Promise to the Dead by Victoria Jenkins, which is already out. And this is Detective King and Lane book 4, a psychological thriller. A note on this book, I wish I had been paying attention because I read the first 3 books in the series and I absolutely loved them. And I would have loved to have had time to get that read. As a matter of fact, today's the 18th, so I might just get it read in time. Then we have Murder in Langley Woods and Murder at Benbury Court. These are both by Betty Rowlands, and one will be out on February 11th, and the other one on February 25th. Now, these are the Melissa Craig mysteries, numbers 8 and 9. They're cozy mysteries. I read the first 3 or 4. I've been collecting the whole series. I'm just behind schedule with that. Then we have A Beautiful Corpse by Christi Daugherty, and let me get that without knocking everything over. This is A Beautiful Corpse by Christi Daugherty, and this is by Minotaur Publishing. I believe this comes out in March, so I'll hopefully get that read in time. And then I got another one from Minotaur, and that is A Deadly Divide, and I have to look at my notes to say this properly. Asma Zahanat Khan. Okay, I'm sorry if I butchered that, but that will be out on March 12th. Back to my notes. I have A Fatal Flaw by Faith Martin, and I believe this is the first book in the Writer in Love Day series. It's a mystery. It will be out February 1st. Then I have Do No Harm by L.V. Hay, and I did not write the date down. I'm sure it's not out yet, but that's the book. And if I can, I'll try to remember in the description to put the date. Another book I have that I forgot to write the date down, and that's The Forgotten Secret by Catherine McGurl. And this and Do No Harm are psychological thrillers. My next book is Her Pretty Bones by Kala Kovac. It's the Detective Gina Hart Book 3. It came out on January 17th. It's a crime thriller. I haven't read the first two in the series, however. Then, again, I mentioned in a previous video that I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone. So I had my friend Elizabeth, who referred the nonfiction to me, refer this Western to me. And this is called The Jackals by William Johnstone and J.A. Johnstone. This will be the first Western that I've ever read, so we'll see how that goes. And I do plan on reading that early next week, and it comes out on January 29th, by the way. Then I have Closer Than You Think by Darren O'Sullivan, which comes out on March 15th, and it's a psychological thriller. Now, I got a book and I kind of made a mistake. It's called Broken by Betsy Reevely. I read Pressure by her, I think in May or June, and I really liked it. I love her writing. So when I saw her name, I instantly requested the book, and then I was instantly approved for the book because it's a mystery thriller. But what I didn't realize, it's also a horror, and there's a note that I didn't see at first. It says it's not suitable for people under the age of 18 because of gruesome images. Now, Elizabeth's trying to get me to read a horror, so this may quantify because she also got this book. So if I can co-read it with her, I may try it. No promises, however. Then I got Envy by Amanda Robson, and that will be out on April 14th. It's a psychological thriller. Then I got The Liar in the Library by Simon Brett, and I believe I read one book of his already. This will be out June 16th, and it's a mystery. Then there's Cowboy Brave by Carolyn Brown, and I will show you that here. Okay, notice this right here. That says that there's a bonus novel by A.J. Pine. And so when I go to the back of the book, I see it's called Second Chance Cowboy. And it's a good close to 300 pages. So the first book is over 400 pages. This is close to 250, 300. So I'll be reading this in the next day or so. Then I got Second Chance Cowboy by A.J. Pine, which is already out. It's a Crossroad Chance number 3. And no, I have not read anything in the previous set. I want to go back to the Carolyn Brown book because this is book number 3 in the Longwood Canyon series. And I read the first 2. I just wanted to mention that. I'm sorry. Then I'm almost at the end. It's Then There Was You by Miranda Liaison, and that I have the art to, but I can't find. So I will just put up the graphic. But it's Miranda Liaisons, and Then There Was You. And as I mentioned, I have the print arc, and I'm kind of turning my head left and right, but I don't see it. And then I got Springtime at Hope Cottage by Annie Raines. This will be out March 5th. I got it very late last night, around 11 or 12 actually, by the publisher. And I'm going to go ahead and read that today because they would like an early review of it. And then I just got Suddenly Mine by Samantha Chase, which will be out on January 29th. And I believe I read at least one of her books, and I have another one to read. that's it. That's 63 books between 2 videos. I know the videos are long. I am going to try to put the titles in. I'll try to put the titles, the author, and the date of release in the description below. I didn't say that on my first video, so if you saw that other video, then I'm going to do the same thing. I don't know when these will go up because it's going to take some time to edit them, but here's all the books that I have, and I'm glad to have finally got this done. Next time I do a haul, I'll try to limit it to 10 or 15 books. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.